Welcome back. Welcome back. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Is this thing even working? I might have to use my phone. Hey, Money Low, does this sound okay or should I use my phone? Because I don't know if StreamYard is acting up. Because if it is, I'm just going to click off and come back with my phone. Let me know. Also, I want to ask you something too. So I watched Eddie Boy Live. Oh, I'm okay. Okay, thank you. So I watched Eddie Boy Live. I love me some Eddie Boy. I do. I love him. I like his commentary. He's a man, But he was saying that Big, you ain't gonna be able to come home. I guess the prosecution, the government came back yesterday. Yesterday was their last day to respond, and they came back and said that they did not win. But Big U, they said it's a tragedy that he didn't care about. He didn't go to that boy Ray Sean funeral. I was like, wow. But I like how Eddie Boy do it because he said if you want the paperwork, you can go. Hey, Amber, you can go ahead and Money Blow must have clicked off. Oh, but he said if you want, you go ahead and review the docs yourself because some stuff he wasn't gonna put out. So it looked like Big U probably ain't gonna be able to attend the funeral. I thought that was pretty fun. Won't tell you, I don't know if you heard that, but Eddie Boy, he talked about it today. What's up, y'all? But getting back on topic, I gotta give a clap for Generation Z. Z is the people. I'm hitting 25. Is Generation Z. Oh, so it's okay. Okay, that's what I was asking you anyway. Okay, that's what I was asking. Okay, thank you, love. I appreciate you, Money Low. So Generation Z is 1997 to 2012. Well, I'm so proud of it because now it's time for us old folk. We got to sit down. It's time for y'all to take the lead. And I'm so proud of what they did in Mexico. It was Mexican influencers in Mexico that organized this protest against their government because they tired of the cartels. They were saying that 40 people is kidnapped every day, 60 people killed every day, and they tired of it. Let me tell you, they was fighting police. They got up to the lady. She's in um she's in collusion with the cartel, and they was pissed off because the cartel killed two mayors. One they just outright assassinated, but the second one they killed, they cut his head off, put it on his car in broad daylight. Hold on, I'm cooking some chicken. Hold on, and we about to get into it. I want my son to have something to eat when he come home. So I already made the other dishes. So hey Ashley, how you doing, love? So then we gonna get into the thousand protested across Mexico on Saturday under the banner of Generation Z, denouncing the rise after the public killing of anti-crime mayor earlier this month. In Mexico City, a small group of hooded protesters tore down fences around National Palace where President Leah Steinberg lived. And I'm gonna be quite honest, I'm so proud of y'all because it's y'all turn to take it over with. The whole some people to come and take your rightful place in the shit. Because old people, all we can do is offer you some wisdom, but y'all gotta move shit forward. And these young spoke so well. But anyway, they did. They tore down the National Palace where President Claudia Scheinberg lives. And in my personal opinion, I don't think, this is my opinion, I don't think a woman should be like a president or a prime minister because number one, you're not respected. You, you know what I mean? This still is a man's where you not respected, and I just don't think she don't seem to me to be. She couldn't with Trump. I know that to stand up and she'll kill is Hillary. She can do that. You got like a Hillary Clinton if woman's gonna see the high levels of government because she'll take your ass up out of here. But anyway, it prompted a clash with riot police who tear gas, according to Reuters. Mexico City's public safety secretary, Flo Vasquez, said in a press conference that 100 police officers were injured, including four required hospital. The public secretary arrested and another 20 were referred for administrative. Another thing, she wrote down the names of all the internet influencers who did this protest. So now what you have to them, she can tell, like they said, they willing to be unalive what they believe in, and that's commendable. So they said other marches took place. I ain't know this part took place in various cities across Mexico, including the state of Michoacan, where anger has flared over the murder of November 1st of Mayor Carlos Manzo, who was shot dead at the public Day of the Dead event. Some demonstrators in Mexico City target Sheinbaum's party, chanting "Out Moreno." Some also call for stronger state efforts to stop crime and violence. Carlos did not die, the government killed him. A group calling itself Generation Z Mexico that called for protests has said in a manifesto circulating on social media that it is a nonpartisan and represents Mexican youth that are fed up with violence, corruption, and abuse of power. Shout out if y'all did a damn good job. Damn good. I'm gonna did either way. Organized. It wasn't peaceful, but it was organized. Let me see if this article is something different. Oh, so now what they saying is when the thousand you it was come back from all supporters. When you organized and got this together, they got the back of folks who probably was scared. And they like, fuck it. We want our government, we want our land. We tired of these cartels. The demonstration was mostly peaceful but ended with some young people clashing with the police. Protesters attacked police with stones. They did fireworks, sticks, and chains, grabbing police shields and other equipment. And I'm gonna show you the video. Saying the demographic of the members were born in the late 1990s and the early 2010s. I'm proud of y'all. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna talk about this next because in Nepal, they said largest Gen Z protest took place in Nepal in September when they banned social media. They tore Nepal up. Oh, it just happened. I don't know. But she made a list. The president made a list of all the social media influencers. So I see that. So they already retaliated. Is that what you're saying, Money Low? Let me look it up. I know they are, but some of them they don't care about this shit. Let me see. There has no widely reported specific incidents of cartel retaliation against Gen Z as a collective, like about the protest. I'm about to let me get my chicken out. Wouldn't have turned this shit off, man. I would have burnt my chicken up because I just want to do a quick video. Okay, look at the video.
Violent protests taking place in Mexico City this weekend. Around 100 police officers were hurt in a clash. So-called organized time, and which have also targeted President Claudia City, having had her socialist political background and her handling of the drug cartels. The New York Post reporting anti-Semitic graffiti naming President.
Yes, yes, I do.
Sprayed on top court building during the protests. News Nation's Jorge Venturini, the latest on all this. What sparked these protests initially?
Was sparking that anger with agents was the mayor Carlos Manzo became a symbol of those. Manzo spoke of car violence his town. This motivated thousands of young people to hit the streets of Mexico City on Saturday. What they say is the government's failures to protect communities across the country from organized crime and corruption within the Mexican government. All the young people, Gen Z, took to the streets. Many be seen wearing cowboy hats, paying tribute to the late Europan mayor. Thousands rallied outside of the National Palace where President Claudia Sheinbaum lives and works. Now, protests did.
And you should see that palace.
Protesters attacked with rocks, fireworks, and sticks. Some of them just seen grabbing riot shields from authorities. And after several hours of demonstrations, officers used tear gas to disperse their large crowds. According to Mexico City security chief. 120 people were injured. An American photojournalist covering the protest witnessed a police officer beaten brutally by protesters outside of the National Parliament. You see those intense moments there on your screen of several protesters assaulting the single police officer. Herrera telling News Nation he felt he was going to witness the police officer killed with the amount of people beating him. The day did end with 20 Republican congressmen Carlos Menes saying, quote, "We support peaceful demonstrations against the Sheinbaum government as its citizens are tired of the Kirko terrorists. It appears that the people have finally realized that Sheinbaum's government is part of the problem and not the solution." Now, President Claudia Sheinbaum has responded to those protests. She has questions the motivations of the protests and says that many of those groups were backed by right-wing parties in the country, Mark.
Yeah, troubling video. So scary to see that officer.
That is bullshit. StreamYard. Come on, StreamYard. The cartels help put that woman in power. And if you know most of the police is funded by the cartels. There's so much corruption in Mexico. Everybody know that. And for her to say it's the right wing, no, it's not. If these people, they assassinated 2 mayors, cut one mayor head off and put it on a car. The fuck? Where they do that at? In broad daylight. That's what I'm saying. They have every man. Okay, let me see.
Congrats. You're everyone's no.
You know what? Let me I wonder if this the same.
Trying to dismantle the status quo along with the barriers outside the home of the president.
Look at that palace. It's huge.
National Palace by drug
Come on, stream. Y'all should have did my phone.
cartels has become explosive. Thousands gathered across the capital, supposedly organized by Gen Z youth groups and security across the nation.
All we want is justice and zero impunity in this government. We're tired of the controlled by the same group.
And straw hat symbol taken from the Japanese manga series One Piece, which has become the defining icon of a global Gen Z movement. Over the last few weeks, protests have become deadly in places like Morocco, Kenya, and Nepal. In Madagascar, the president fled for his life.
Oh yeah, in Kenya, the youth then got together and they. Oh damn, I got to do Kenya. Yes, I knew about Kenya, but I didn't know about Montreal. But yes, they tired of this shit, all the corruption. Y'all get funding, y'all steal the money, and the people stay poor. You know what I mean? It's time out for that. People tired of starving and struggling. Shit, I know I am.
In Mexico, the recent unrest sparked by the assassination of Carlos Mazo this month.
Come on, StreamYard. I can't stand it. Hey, Billy, what's up?
Profile murder having been organized crime. A 17-year-old was found responsible. Children as young as 6 years old to commit crimes. Human rights groups say there are hundreds of thousands of troops and doubt suggesting instead they may have been.
Dicen que marcharon jóvenes.
They say that young people were marching. In reality, there were very few young people.
That's a lie.
Violently pulled
You can look
down
at the
fences
video.
and broke windows. We say no to violence. If you have a disagreement, you have to demonstrate in a peaceful. While these have become violent, Banzi support has been loose across the world. He said
Look at that Palestine.
difficult to verify those behind it. After a year in charge, the president has overrated, but the state authority in a country long run by cartels is a discontent that has existed here for years. These protests make that this is Mexico.
Good. I might have to come back with my phone if StreamYard keep tripping. And I am, because I'm not going to have, because that last video was so choppy. I don't want this video to be like that. I'm coming right back. I'm about to do it on my phone. So I'm going to do in this, and I'm about to come back.